Raced as keenly as she did through the race.
And away they go over to for the Quinn Bet Novice Handicap chase. 14 fences to jump. It is Native Speaker who's in the fighting line with no flies in him. Big jump at the back of the field by Sir Argus from trails early on. Native Speaker, no flies on him, attended by Nara. On the inside is Theatre Native, followed by Western Diego as they straighten on up. In the red cap, tracking the leaders, Never a Dull Moment. On they come to fence number 2. And on this side, Native Speaker and Theatre Native, who joins issue with her stable companion, followed by Nara. Over the far side, no flies in him, Never a Dull Moment. And further over is the top weight, Pat Doro. Racing onto the heels of the leaders is Listen Till I Tell Ya. As the leader, not taking it up, is Nara, followed by Native Speaker, Theatre Native. Listen Till I Tell You, no flies in him. And then Blizzard of Oz on the outside. Western Diego. Up the inner is Pat Doro, who's followed by Black Bamboo on rising ground to fence number 4. And it is Nara taken on into the lead from Native Speaker, no flies in him, Never a Dull Moment. Listen Till I Tell You, Theatre Native, Pat Doro, Blizzard of Oz, See Music, Western Diego, Prince Palace and Black Bamboo, followed by Drumgill and Moon d'Orange. Lisnagar Fortune. And then Common Practice, Sir Argus relegates the 4 Zenta to be the back marking. Going uphill to the next, the 5th. Over in front is Nara. From Listen Till I Tell You as they go down to the next 2. Look back into 3rd, Native Speaker. And then Theatre Native. And on the outside is Blizzard of Oz. Up the inner, Never a Dull Moment with no flies on him in between horses. The next will be a ditch. One of 2 in the race. And it is Nara and Mark Walsh. Leading by over 2 lengths to Listen Till I Tell You and Gavin Broda as they jump the first of the 2 downhills. After Listen Till I Tell You is Native Speaker and Dad O'Keefe, and then Theatre Native, no flies on him, and Blizzard of Oz taking closer order. Over the second of the 2. And again all safely over. Blundered towards the back end by Lisnagar Fortune. So they turn down the far side as they head for the halfway stage. The Quinn Bet Novice Handicap Chase 2-4. It's Nara in front by a length and a half to Listen Till I Tell You. And then Native Speaker, Theatre Native, no flies in him, Never a Dull Moment, Blizzard of Oz out wide. As they link up with the first of 3 in the back straight. That fence 7 from the finish. And it is Nara the leader. Being followed by Listen Till I Tell You. One that's made headway on the outside of the track, See Music. Still right with them is Native Speaker as they clear that fence. Sir Argus goes at the back. Horse and rider quickly up. Dropping out of contention, Never a Dull Moment. Being pulled up is Zenta. As it's Nara continuing up top with Listen Till I Tell You, Native Speaker going back up to them, followed by See Music and Theatre Native. After them is No Flies on Him and Blizzard of Oz. With edging into contention, Common Practice. Turning off the back straight with 4 fences to jump. And it is Nara who leads narrowly at the bend from Listen Till I Tell You. See Music is now hot on their heels on the outside. The Native Speaker, Theatre Native, No Flies on Him, Western Diego, Blizzard of Oz. The 4th last fence bring them to the completion of a circuit. Scrappy jump by Nara and overtaken on both sides by Listen Till I Tell You and See Music. Followed by Native Speaker. And then Blizzard of Oz coming towards the 3rd last fence. It was their first. Listen Till I Tell You just picks it up from See Music. Arriving on the outside is Blizzard of Oz. The Native Speaker and Western Diego. Running round the home turn. Drumgill stays on with Common Practice. Theatre Native has faded. Lisnagar Fortune is taking closer order from off the pace. turning in with 2 fences left to jump. Listen till I tell you. Blizzard of Oz down the outside of Sea Music. These 3 are abreast, being hunted down by Common Practice, and still coming closer is Lisnagar Fortune ahead of Drum Gills. Sea Music leads in between the last 2. No Flies and Him's been pulled up. Blizzard of Oz joins issue with Sea Music, building up a lead over Common Practice, coming to the final fence and rising together. Sea Music and Blizzard of Oz. Sea Music the quickest away from Blizzard of Oz, a long way clear from Lisnagar Fortune. Sea Music from Blizzard of Oz, who's trying to come back. Sea Music! Blizzard of Oz 1-2. Third goes to Lisnagar Fortune, and then Common Practice. And Emmett Mullins double.
That's a very gutsy performance from Sea Music, who has just managed to edge out Blizzard of Oz. It's a double for trainer Emmett Mullins. Meyler, who missed his ride in the last, got stuck in traffic on this Friday afternoon here at Punchestown. Huge crowd here today. Well, he made it in time for this one, and what a good job it was that he did, because Sea Music has won at 28-1. Beating Blizzard of Oz, who looked the winner going to the last, but didn't really come away from it. With got kind of a slowish jump, didn't come away from it with as much impetus, and it's a short run in here. Couldn't fall back to deficit.
Ah, no, absolutely. A game effort by Blizzard of Oz, Gary, but Sea Music has done remarkably well to come on here and likely raced horse over fences, racing off a mark of 129. Just hit Meyler, just got here on time and just got to the winning line on time as well. Got home by what was probably a head, maybe a short head in the end. It's tight. Blizzard of Oz is closing all the way to the line, but he had a lovely run through the race. Meyler gave him a super ride, got him up there. He was never too far off the pace. He moved up to join the leaders, probably about 5 out, and he's moved up on the outside here. Listen, I tell you, Blizzard of Oz moving. Just travelled so well through his race for JJ Slevin towards the outside, got into a nice rhythm again just behind the leaders, and JJ Slevin just moved up on the outside, looks to be travelling better than his rival on the run to the second last. He's jumped that well, and you expect that he might just kick on there and put the race to bed, but he can't get away from the winner, Sea Music, on his right hand side, Gary. And as you said, coming down to the last, it still looks like JJ Slevin's holding on to a little bit more than Meyler is on the run to the last, but he didn't jump the last as well. Sea Music landed with momentum, he got away from the fence more quickly, and Blizzard of Oz, try as he might, he's closed the gap down to a head or a short head at the line, but